Hello everyone, this is ZookaMan, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. And that is a request from Superflowfish on Reddit Cast It. We're going to be watching a Funday Monday-like replay over the theme Mass Queen, in which a player is going to have to build Mass Queens. Alongside me beside me will be Sin. So let's see how this goes, shall we?
Hello.
So introducing, I'm going to say, is you, me, and we're just going to alternate.
Yep.
So would you like to take the first?
Okay, so I guess we can just start introducing our Zerg players here, which really fast. They're really talkative. Anyway, so on the top left here with the purple Zerg, we have Mr. AA.
Yes, indeed. I actually am going to have team colors on, so they're all going to be red and blue for me, so that we know the difference between each player and all that fun stuff. So that's just for a personal note to the people watching right now. We also are going to be seeing One Must Fall as the Zerg once again down here in the, I don't even know how to pronounce this. The middle of the map, the top middle, top
Sort of
left
like
middle,
that.
sort of something like that.
And then right next to him, we're going to have Cataphracts
Z.
because it's cool.
Ooh, yeah, cool. Hold on, one second, folks. We're going to be turning off our life bar, so you're going to see my options menu. Woo! And going into our last third player, we're going to be having a resolution in the top left.
And then the bottom right, we are going to have Aducard on Terran.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, there we go. We're going the other way now, apparently. So, looking up here, we are going to be seeing Punch as the Terran player, and I'm assuming that's probably not punch as in the drink, but punch as in fist.
Yeah. And then on the left of Punch, we have on Protoss, because, apparently we have to have that one guy playing Protoss, we have Cardigan.
And this is going to be feeling very awkward if I was a Protoss player in the middle of a bunch of Terrans. And finally, we are going to be having Wage as the Terran player in the bottom left. We're also seeing expansions coming up all over the place. Hatcheries dropping down like mad. So, we know what we're going to be seeing from the Zerg, which is Mass Queens. The question is, what are we going to be seeing from the Terran players and Protoss player? We're just gonna name him an honorary Terran player for this cast.
Well, we're gonna see a factory drop down from Wage and barracks. So from Alucard. So I think we're gonna be seeing Bio on one hand, Mech on another.
Yeah, Punch is gonna go for double gas.
Yeah.
It means that either we're going to be seeing a factory coming down here, or we're going to be seeing a factory and a starport coming down. This can mean a lot of things. It usually means we're going to be seeing a more aggressive opener. A Protoss player is going to be only on one gas. Looks like he's moving out to take maybe an expansion. No, looks like he's going to lay down a pylon. Is going to have a nice wall off here. And actually, looking at all our players, I believe everybody has a wall off. Yes, looks like all the players on Team Blue have a wall off. Of course, Zergs don't need to wall off. But they're going to be dropping down a lot of static defense just in case, because Queen's not exactly the best defense.
Our Cataphracts is needing to expand, but it doesn't have a third base. So why not just make a base in your base?
Macro hatcheries are the
Yep.
best.
And it's also going to have that spawning pool, but does not have the gas for speed yet.
No, and he's going to go off of one gas. He's not going to go off on a second gas. So we're probably just going to see speed and then taken off gas. I don't really expect to see the second gas taken because we are going to be seeing lots of queens, and besides upgrades, you really don't need gas for queen builds.
Yeah.
We're having an early stim from Punch, which might mean we might be seeing a little bit of a push out with bioforces later on here. Possibly.
Possibly. Both. We have two players getting stim, so I definitely could see a push with Medivacs and Hellbats. Vikings are going to be out, or at least one Viking's going to be out on the map. Perfect for sniping overlords. Definitely something in the TVZ matchup. TTPTZZZZ matchup.
Something along
Uh,
those lines.
yeah, great just for sniping overlords. If you are playing Terran, definitely consider picking one up before you pick up a medevac just to put your opponent behind.
Yeah, it's a lot about getting yourself a little bit of presence on the map. We're also going to be seeing Hellions coming out across the map. They're going to be going straight for drones. One is going to go down, another one is going to go down, and the Queens are going to be finishing up this... Oh, actually, that last one's going to get out alive. So he's the lucky survivor of the bunch right now. That being said, we don't see really much expansions except for one from Punch coming down from Team Blue, which might kind of end up being a little bit to their downfall. We see a lot of expansions coming up. Both of the back expansions have been taken, and we're also going to be seeing the gold base being taken here from Mr. AA. So, Zerg team, Team Red, is going to be expanding a lot, while we see Blue team, Team Terran, going to be not really expanding a whole lot. Is going to pick up an Overlord over here as well. So they're not looking to be in too bad of a position, but I feel like they should. They're probably planning for more of an aggressive opening as opposed to their opponents. Because, you know, Queens can't really be that aggressive, to be perfectly honest. I suppose you can aggressively spread creep, like we see what's going on here.
You can not only aggressively spread creep, but you can also just decide to use said creep to push out with all of your queens.
Yes, and as long as you creep along the path that you were taking, you will literally not run out of creep. As a Mass Queen is just... Well, we just saw 5 creep tumors get just placed over here. 4 or 5. I can't keep track. There are so many creep tumors and so much stuff on the production tab. It's just... it's actually kind of ugly. I'm going to keep that down unless I need it, because it kind of obscures this entire right side of the screen. That all being said... drones are going to be idle up there in the main base for some reason. We're also going to be seeing a couple of evolution chambers dropping down from One Must Fall. So they're not looking to be in too big position, just going to be focused more on the economy than their opponents, Team Blue.
Resolution here is going to be taking a third base. Surprisingly, I'm wondering, or not, well, actually no, well, rather, I'm surprised that only Mr. AA and Resolution here only have the only 2 third bases in the game, I believe.
Yeah, Cardigan is going to be poking in with a few stalkers, and they're going to get kind of repelled by Queens. And now, as Team Terran, I would be extremely confused now that my opponents are starting to go Queens. I would be a little bit worried about how this is going to go. That being said, we are going to be seeing a drop coming up over here into this gold base of Resolution, which is going to kind of knock down on that third base thing.
It's going to be a pretty strong push. Hellions might help here, but we're going to just see Queens going in. Resolution is not going to take any of that, but he's not going to be able to get one yet.
Yeah, so the Medics are going to be pulling back here. They know that there are going to be a large number of Queens on the map, and this is when you start kind of getting a little bit confused. And as a Terran player, I'm not really sure exactly what the best defense is against Queens. I'm assuming Bio is just probably fine enough. But definitely Colossus would be a good thing from our Protoss player, who's just actually only now getting down his robotics facility. Oh no, he's just adding on 2 more. Because we need all the robos. 4 more. 3 more. That's a lot of robos.
And we're going to be seeing a quick drop from Wage. He's going to be hit by Spore Cars, however, he is going to be able to get a drop down into the main base of Mr. AA. And will he be able to defend it? Probably, with the Queens that come back, and Queens are starting to come in.
That being said, he is going to lose a couple of overloads off of that,
Yep.
which is going to supply block him a lot, actually. Marines are going to pick up, but really, Queen's probably not the best thing you want to pick up and run away from.
Queens almost got that medevac. Okay.
Medevacs are going to be pushing up here from Resolution into Resolution's base, excuse me. That's where they're going to try to get that gold base while the Queens are out of position.
The gold base is probably going to fall. Wait, never mind. The Queens are going out. Will they be able to...
Transfuses! Oh, he's not going to even transfuse the back base, which means that is definitely going to go down.
Yeah.
But these are all just Resolution's Queens, guys. We have 3 other Queen armies going on across the map. The Cataphrax is down here, of course. And I believe there's another one moving up around here. Yes, we do. One Must Fall and Mr. AA have theirs up there. It's not really much of an army from Team Blue yet. Besides what they're using for aggression. So I'm trying to find an army. Well, there's some right here. And there's a little clump over here. So I suppose they're not too bad, but queens are definitely going to be in the units tab. There are going to be a lot of queens there. 32 from Mr. AA. No, that's Cataphract, excuse me. Mr. One Must Fall has 12. AA has 17, and Resolution has 27. So we have a lot of queens on the map right now, guys. Which may or may not be good for Team Red. We'll have to see.
We're going to see a hatchery going down by this gold base. And we might see a fight here. Yep, fight's going down. Stalkers versus Queens. Cadfrax has a whole bunch of Queens.
Yes, and he also has
Stalkers
transfusion, so...
Yeah, Stalker's not going to be able to pick on the Queens. I do think that the rest of the... If the Terran team doesn't know what's going on already, they probably found out from that one Stalker.
From that clump of stalkers, they definitely found out. And that being said, guys, look at how much creep spread there is on the map. This is what happens when you have 4 players who are going mass queen. The map is literally filled with creep tumors. If you look at all these little dots on the minimap, those are all creep tumors.
One half of the map is just creep. Oh, we're going to see huge push, and on the left. Queens are going to have to back off.
A lot of creep is going to spread.
Going down, and Cataphracts is just going to laugh his butt off. All right.
Yes, we're also going to be seeing a gold taken for Cataphract at this point. Terran's players are both going to be going for expansions. Why are you lagging on me, Sin?
Yeah. I'm going to turn down my settings, I think. Actually, we're going to be seeing a huge fight in the mid.
Yes, it is going to be a huge...
Let's all attack here, he says. And let's not attack there.
Yeah, that's probably not going to work well. His resolution is really the only, or Cataphract is the only one who's really in this army right now. Colossus is going to get sniped because he's going to run out into the middle of the army. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on in this map that I'm lagging.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that. I need to go turn down things. Let's see here. Graphics quality, medium, accept. I should not be lagging now. Okay, return to game. Oh,
it's almost like
too
they're
much
live.
lag. Oh, the other guys are lagging.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Well, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Bioforce is going to be pushing up into this gold base here, and it's going to kind of, well, kill all the spine crawlers. It's kind of unfortunate that spine crawlers aren't too good against Bio. That being said, there's another Queen army moving out across the map, and it is creeping up all over the place.
And they call GG? Is that really GG, though?
Well, there are Queens on the map, and they are going to be able to transfuse, but I'm not really sure if it's enough.
I don't think it's enough when it's a 1v4, basically, right now. Queens don't have the necessarily best building destroying power, and the Bioforce and the entire enemy forces have caught up to them. And we're going to be seeing Queens dying. Tons of Queens dying. We're slowing down the game.
Yes, I am. But don't worry, the gas is almost over, so we're just going to ignore that.
The strategy is horrible, Resolution says.
Yeah, so one red player is down. We have two red players are down, and that's just going to be the rest of everyone.
Yeah.
So definitely going to be calling out that the strategy is a little bit wrong.
I guess
that being said...
Oh, wait.
What was that?
I guess you could say that was a bad comp. But I'm Tish.
Alright, we're done with this, guys. We're taking it down now. Okay. Not even getting posted just because of that pawn. Just because of that pawn. Sin, you ruined it all.
Oh, well.
Alright, folks. If you would like to get your game casted by myself, maybe by myself and Sin, please send a replay over to ZookaMan900@gmail.com. It will be in the description below. Sin doesn't really have a whole lot of stuff, so he's not going to get any posting and plugging and stuff. When he does get into stuff, I'll start plugging him in. But until then, that's really about it. If you guys enjoyed, please comment, like, subscribe, and keep looking for some more casts. And check the description below. There's a lot of good information there and whatnot. I hope you enjoyed this, guys, and I know that the league that was asking this, the team that was asking this, is doing this weekly, and they're posting it to the subreddit Cast It. and that's where I'm getting most of my replays off of. So, if you guys would like to see more of this from me casting it, let me know, and we'll go from there. That all being said, do you have any last closing remarks, Sin?
I'm not really, no, I don't really have anything to say. It was nice to see just a kind of silly game, though, after seeing a whole bunch of people playing, serious 1v1s and such. Nice to just take a break.
Yep. So, folks, this has been ZookaMan and Sin, and we'll see you on the next cast.